Oh, on Disney?
Are we on?
Are we live?
Live on a Friday.
Live on a Friday. We're extra live this morning.
Yeah, we're extra is what we are.
Extra.
Just
I've been
extra.
trying to incorporate that into my vocabulary because the
Juanita does
youths-
it really well.
Yeah,
She's like, why are you being so extra? So I try that.
yeah.
It doesn't sound as good when I do it. But.
We're extra though today because your character.
My character, this character, here she is.
Oh,
Dr. Zephyr Sky comes to life tomorrow on Disney Junior.
she looks fierce.
9:30. She's a storm-chasing alien.
Yes, so not that far
Not
from
that far
what
from-
you are in real life.
Pretty accurate. And Miles and his friends and his family. So his mom and dad know her from school. So it's like they're old colleagues, and they go to her for some help with this. So I'm a small part of the episode tomorrow, and then I have a full episode in the spring.
Wow.
Yeah, or late winter or something. So
Awesome.
very
Congrats.
exciting. Thank you. So it was so much fun. It's so weird to hear yourself in a character.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how animated, you have to be really animated. Let me just put that out there. When you do this, if anybody has the chance to do it, get into it. Because I think I could have even been more animated now.
Wow.
Watching back, I'm like, ah! Like that.
Is it weird listening to yourself
So weird.
back?
It's a
Because like whenever I
completely different-
hear like a voicemail that I left on
Yeah.
someone else's phone, I'm always like, oh, is that
Yeah.
actually what I sound like?
And I've done that though your whole career. You do that. You watch or you hear
Totally.
yourself and you're like, never gonna love it. It's so different. It's like starting over again.
When you're watching a
Watching a
cartoon.
cartoon
Yeah.
with your voice. Yeah.
That's
But
exciting
it's so
though.
much fun.
What is
I
the
can't-
target demo for that show?
3-year-olds?
So Adrian's a
Adrian's
little
young.
Dang it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be big in the preschool era.
Yeah. You're gonna be like walking by
Yep.
elementary schools and they're gonna be like, Missy, Missy.
Well, that's the beauty of it. So I think this show is what I want to do is inspire kids to love science, and that's what it does. It does such a great job at being true to science too. They actually have NASA scientists working with them on the astronomy, so it's correct. So kids aren't just watching something that's not real. Of course, they, make it bigger and better.
Listen, Scooby-Doo was so scientifically accurate. How dare you?
But when you can do it, when you can get both in one, I think it's the coolest thing.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, you're like everything in one, and I think
Oh,
that's why
thank
we
you.
love you so much, Ginger Zee. Did you close on your house yesterday?
Close in my house, got a house.
Woo!
Listen how adult I am. We're also getting a car for the first time in years today.
That is so funny, and I think people forget that about New York. Is that like
I've had a
nobody
car
here drives?
forever, so
Wow,
right, that's happening.
a house and a car.
It's a slightly crazy month. Yeah.
But it's all good things.
It's very good. I'm very excited. So we have a lot of work to do. This house, you guys, is the kind that not even the shows will approach. Like, it needs everything.
Wow.
Electrical, plumbing, like, we're going down to the...
So did you really just buy like a pile of
Studs.
sticks? What's
Kind
going
of.
on here?
Kind of. Yeah, we're just going down to the studs. We're going to re-insulate. We're going to do it all.
That's so cool, though.
And Ben has never done this type of work in his life. I've done it a couple times. My parents grew up doing it, so I've been around it my whole life. I know how hard it is.
Yeah.
And it's hard. But it's so worth it, and I can't wait because he's going to learn.
Good.
Ben has never held a hammer. So,
This is like, I'm so excited to
It is
watch
gonna
this
be
whole thing unfold. It's gonna be amazing.
yeah, it'll be a show, so you can all watch it.
Dun dun dun. So extra, but the extra that we need. All right, talk to me about I was learning about why this is problematic.
Yes, flash flooding.
Because
in
the storm is
Southwest right now.
training.
Yeah, training. Training thunderstorm. Look, listen to him. He knows what he's
I've
talking
done
about.
even more than watch the show that you're going to be on. That's how I know how much about science.
Very good. And then we're going to start off with Chicago because today, hey,
Hey.
Cubs having a little parade.
A little
Something's been stuck in my head. A little parade a century later. Very exciting and perfect weather for a parade in
Yay.
Chicago. I mean, not at all what it should be.
Yeah.
Much more mild and nice, and it'll be great. You guys are going to enjoy it. I wish I could be with you, Chicago. But we'll be here. We'll be here talking about all the other stuff. We're going to have the dust storm in Arizona.
Wow.
Kicked up with those thunderstorms. Yeah, that's a cool
Spooky.
look. Oh,
Max.
And
Hi,
Max. And Max has been dressing very nice, is what we did.
Yeah, I don't know if Max is like in final interviews for another job elsewhere or what's
Probably.
going on, but Max is dressing extra nice this week. I don't know.
Or maybe there's someone new and special in his life, or he finally just wants to dress for me.
There you go.
That's what it is.
Something
We're
clicked this
reimagining.
week. Yeah.
Our relationship.
Finally,
Yeah.
5 years.
5 years later, he finally decided to care. All right, I have to go talk to the Fray.
Okay, go. Please go.
Bye.
Wait, you know how I always sing lyrics wrong?
Yeah.
Last night I was singing their song, and Ben was like, "Yeah, I love the Fray." I'm like, "Me too." I'm like, Hold on, I gotta get it wrong because now I know the right. How to save your life, right?
How to save a life. Is
But
the
I said,
lyric.
but I was saying something completely different. I will think of it and I will tell
How
you.
to save my wife.
Kind of.
I
It
don't
was,
know.
like, it was that bad. He's like, no, not
Close,
even
but no cigar.
close. How to stay alive. How to stay alive.
You're like-
Right. Bad.
It's like a little bit like Bee Gees, like staying alive,
But,
staying alive.
but it is the same idea.
How to stay alive, how to save a life. Yeah, they're similar.
One's more active.
One is like more
One's more passive.
Good Samaritan-y, and the other one is just like desperate, I guess.
How to stay alive. Dun, dun, dun. All right.
Maybe in the commercial break we'll come
if you
back.
Want me to come back?
Yeah.
Come with you. Let me know.
Amazing.
Hello, the Fray.
Thanks, Ginger.
Bye.
All right. So the Fray, as we were just saying, here live this morning. We're headed back to talk to them right now. John Legend is also on the show today. He has new music out, and we're premiering his music video this morning, and he'll be joining for the entire 8:30 half hour, which is super fun. He'll be at the desk, and I love him, and I love his wife, and I actually got to see La La Land, which is the movie with Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, and he's in it as well, which is really, really cool. And then the new Alessia Cara song from Moana, the music video dropped yesterday. We'll show you guys some of that this morning. I loved it. I love the song. I love the movie. It's great. It's going to win an Oscar. I'm calling it right now on the wake-up call. And then, good morning. Are we headed in here?
No, these guys are going to come out here
Awesome.
in a bit.
So I'll keep talking about the show until they do. We're also going to be updating you guys on Mission Pausable, which is our month-long dog adoption event. Toby the Beagle, guys, he's still up for adoption in Philly. So if anyone in Pennsylvania is in need of a furry friend, he is. All right. This morning.
Hi.
What's up? The Fray is here this morning. Good morning, guys. Thanks for waking up early with us this morning. How's it going?
How are you?
I was just watching a video of you on your Twitter account, on the Fray's Twitter account. You were wearing a Cubs hat. Are you a Cubs? Are all of y'all? All of you guys? I love you guys.
Oh yeah.
Cubby!
We sang the 7th inning stretch, threw out first pitch. We had like a whole connection with
Yeah.
So basically, you're the reason they won the World Series. Is that what this is?
No, I would say, but we were, I was in a bar and I was like, what's happening? Crying. Look, there's tears.
How do you have the time for this though? Because you're on a world, North American tour right now.
Toronto, so it's an international tour.
Yeah. So I was, I almost said world tour. Basically, that's what it is. But you're all over the place. You're everywhere. It's like a six. Talk to me about this tour.
Okay, we'll talk about a couple things. The number of shows is 30.
30,000 shows.
30,000 shows. That's
Uh-huh.
got to be a
We're
record.
playing a lot of theaters and venues we played over the years that we love. Tabernacle in Atlanta, and Chicago Theater. And the Cubs thing's for real. Like we had, Denver was our main home market and everything, and then the first really big market that responded to us was Chicago. So they're still our biggest market as far as fans outside of hometown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congrats. But today, though, we're talking about the album,
Oh.
Through the Years, Fray's Greatest Hits. Comes out today. But it's all your great old stuff. But you got 3 new singles. Talk to me about the new music that we'll hear on this album.
Yeah, there's 3 new songs on the greatest hits. Singing Low, Changing Tides, and Corners. 3 new songs that we're really excited about. We recorded just last year, or earlier this year. Yeah. So yeah, we're pumped about them. We've been playing them on this tour, and they feel really good. We'll be playing them tonight in Boston. So yeah, it's been fun.
It's going to be a long day for you guys. You're here this
Yeah.
morning in
It's
Boston.
Yeah, musicians usually don't do well with little sleep.
Well,
We're
listen,
glad
When you need
well.
sleep.
awake.
The Fray is brought to you by Awake Bar.
I know. You're welcome, Awake Bars, for this.
This is in our dressing room, so yeah.
That's great, though. So this morning you're going to be singing Low,
Singing Low.
and a little bit of a medley for us.
Yep. I don't want to give it away though, because medleys, they kind of rely on that wow moment.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Whoa, which one is this?
Right. Oh, I know this band.
I didn't know that was.
Oh, they sing this song.
And
Oh my God.
These guys, I thought the singer died.
Nobody thinks you guys are dead. Calm down.
They will after this. Right.
So talk to me about Singing Low. What do you hope folks take away when they hear this song?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think for us, it's a modernized sound. I think the closest way I can kind of compare it is you know, it's like a Stranger Things meets the Fray kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm proud of it. I mean, it's got like a groove that we really haven't been able to capture before in any of our older stuff. And you know, I love playing it live.
Stranger Things, how does that factor in? Because y'all were inspired by the show when you wrote the song, or?
I mean, I was obsessed with the show as, you know, and I just happened to write it while kind of blazing through Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the soundtrack of Stranger Things. It wasn't like we were intentionally like, all right, let's do a Stranger Things song, but it was just all at the same
What does the Upside Down sound like?
Yeah.
Amazing. So the new album's out today. You're headed to Boston tonight. Is there another stop that you're especially excited about on this tour?
Yeah, we'll be back here next week playing the Beacon, which is awesome.
That's amazing.
Here in New York, we're excited to play the Beacon again. And like Isaac said, there's other theaters around the country, like the Chicago Theater, Tabernacle.
Mm-hmm.
We did the Wiltern in LA a couple weeks ago, and then obviously ending at home in Denver would be a good finale. So.
That's incredible.
We're playing this theater in Boulder where I was born, just at like by CU, University of Colorado.
Born in
And
venue?
we.
I was just gonna say you were born in the theater.
Backstage. It was a crazy night. Really young. And we signed our record deal on stage at that venue in 2004. So it's crazy.
That's a full
to
circle.
go back
Yeah,
12 years
yeah.
later and play it again. It's like 700 people. My mom's gonna come. It's gonna be great.
That's amazing. Well, guys, thanks so much for waking up early with us. Thanks for being here.
We're not awake.
Okay, well, eat that. Awake.
I will be awake, guys.
Everyone else has some work to do. These guys are going to be on GMA in just a little bit. They're playing a surprise medley that we're not giving away.
Nobody is gonna see this coming.
I don't even know anything.
Follow my changes, boys.
But the new album is out today, Through the Years. Make sure you guys get that. But like I said, they'll be on GMA a little bit later this morning. For now, we're going to hop off of our live stream because the show is about to start. So we will see you guys on ABC in just a little bit. The Fray
Ta-ta.
is here live.